Hey everybody, it's the Homemaker Tips video series day 3, and I didn't know how to title this one, so I did the best I could. The marrieds, the families, and the singles, right? So as a homemaker, no matter if you're single or married, like you may be married with no kids, or you may be married with kids, or you may be single. Those are your options, whether you're divorced or single or widowed, those are your options. But either way, you have a home of some kind that you may be the person who makes this home, right? So I have some tips. First, I want to talk to the marrieds, okay? For the marrieds, when you are the woman and you're married with no kids, it's very easy to have two separate lives and not even be a part of one another's lives. As a homemaker, setting the boundaries and all that, like we talked about, is one thing, but being the one who sets the tone in the home comes from a good homemaker. So, example, y'all both work, okay? Most marrieds both work. There's no kids in the mix, both work. Both are coming home at the same time. Both have things to do. Both know that, okay, someone's gonna cook dinner, right? So I am not saying that you come home as a married and say, I've worked all day, but I'm gonna slave over the stove because I'm the homemaker. No, I don't cook. My husband does. I'm a homemaker though. The difference is in the tone of your voice. If you walk in and be like, well, I gotta be the one to cook all the time. Why you don't cook? That's not exactly gonna be a very good tone to set a home and a haven for your home. But when you walk in, even if he's hostile, because men get hangry when they're hungry, hangry and angry at the same time, hangry, okay? Your tone should be that of considering someone else before yourself. Hun, I worked hard, you worked hard. How can we together come up with a way that we both can eat a healthy meal and both do what we want to do? And no matter how much he this or that or the other, your tone is not always is a strong word, but your tone is mostly peaceful. You want peace in your home. Tone is a big deal. Communication is a big deal as well, but sometimes when both people are tired, nobody wants to talk. As long as you keep the tone in a peaceful way, then you have a better chance of making the haven in your home. Okay, that's the tip that I wanted to give to the marriage with no kids, is the tone that you as a homemaker set in your home. Now let's talk to the marriage with children, okay? As a homemaker, not only do you also set your home, mommy and wife, but you are also the one who you can set the tone for the affection that is seen in your home. So dads are not nurturers, mostly. So if there's hugs or kisses or being held or snuggling, usually the mom's the one who sets that tone, usually. So I want to encourage you, if you're a mom, my kid got out of the house, the youngest baby. I'm gonna have to deal with him in a second. I hope Matt can get him. He's dragging a bike into the house, whatever. Okay, so as the mom, you are the one who says, good morning, I love you, and gives kisses and shows affection. A lot of times we do that with our kids, but we neglect to do that with our spouse. So first step is, if you're not doing it with your kids or your spouse, or maybe you're doing it with one or the other, start with the one you're not doing. If you're not doing either, do the one that's most comfortable first. If it's easier to love on your kids, love on your kids. If it's easier to love on your spouse, love on your spouse. The trick is not doing it in secret or in private. The trick is doing it in front of the family. That creates peace. That creates unity, love, and affection. The singles. When you are single, a lot of times you don't feel like you have a reason to come home to anybody, or you feel lonely when you get there. And so it's a lot easier to leave our houses a mess I know I was a single. It's a lot easier to leave everything that we own a mess. I want to encourage you as a single to start setting the tone in your home. Start being a good steward of what you have, and really taking care of the things that are yours and keeping it neat and tidy, because it is more welcoming. And it's easier to be more hospitable when you have a clean home and a place where people want to gather. That's a haven. So that's my tips for today. If you have any tips based on where you are, married, with kids, singles, I would love to hear what you do to set the tone in your home. What is something that you do to keep the tone unified and peaceful? All right. Thanks, you guys. Bye.